And we went from the worst and me accepting it. I literally told my wife, let's just not even ask. I don't want to create trouble. This is his way of life. This is his living. And when I let that go, God was like, okay. Welcome, beautiful people, to the Lost and Local podcast. We're Adam
and Hannah,
two Korean citizens who grew up abroad and are now just figuring out life.
Join us as we share stories and our honest perspective on what it means to be lost and local.
As promised, if you saw last week's episode, you will notice that we're wearing the same clothes because this is part 2 to the Hannah and Adam updates. So, yes. So let's just kind of go right into, I guess, my story.
Yeah. So what have you been up to? You kind of went MIA after Christmas.
Yeah. I think we posted our last episode right before you came to Korea for the Christmas break. And then Hannah and I had planned on having a guest named Hannah. And we're going to have Hannah with Hannah and myself. I cleaned up the whole studio. I was excited to do a recording again physically. And then I got pretty sick and was not able to do the podcast. And then the week that I got sick, the following week, I had to, well, not had to, but I had the privilege of sharing a message for the church. So I was preaching the following week. And then right after that Sunday of preaching, my wife and I, for the last 10, 11 days, were in Vietnam. So it was pretty crazy. I didn't get a chance to post to the podcast, but I'm like, I have bigger fish to fry, unfortunately, with church and then with the little vacation. So I decided, okay, I'll just let it go. But we definitely miss it. I miss doing this. And there's like a certain amount of cathartic, just, I don't know. It's really nice to just be on YouTube again and just talk jibber jabber. Anyway, so, okay. So my wife and I, we go once a year to the States to visit family, and it's really nice. But it's not really a vacation for us per se, because we're always with family, whether my wife's family or my family. And it's nice. It's a really big privilege to travel, so I don't take it lightly. I actually have a YouTube channel called Traveling On.
Shameless plug.
Yes. But so we finally got to travel again, and we went to Vietnam. Now, I've been 3 times. I've been 2 times prior. I went to Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon for the first time, like 3 years ago. And then 2 years ago, I went to Hanoi by myself for like 4 days. So I was really excited to bring Hyojin to Vietnam.
She's never been.
No, she's never been to Vietnam.
Oh.
Vietnam is a really popular place these days, not just for Koreans, but it's a popular place to visit because the food is really good, pretty clean food. And right now, it's always been affordable because it is a developing nation. But the currency is even, I thought 2 years ago, the US dollar to the Vietnam currency was good. It's even better now. So we went to Vietnam, and my wife, I'm a planner in life, but not a planner for vacation. So my wife did all the bookings. And unfortunately about Airbnb is that they take a lot of pictures, but they kind of, sometimes they'll take pictures and you think it's going to be a certain way. And then when you arrive, they kind of like, what do they call that? Not catfish. Is it catfishing? I don't know. But it's not what it is supposed to be. Yeah. And so we get to the first Airbnb. Oh, sorry. My Korean phone let me know of an emergency alert. I turned off the major alerts, so I have no idea what. Oh my gosh. I didn't turn them off. The major alerts. Anyway, sorry. That was my Korean phone. So we get into Vietnam, and I've been to Vietnam twice in January. So I'm like, we don't have to pack warm clothes. It's going to be really nice and balmy. So we get to the airport because we had our bags with us when we went to church. And so she has her coat. I have like a heavy like sweater. And we get to the airport and we're like, oh no, we don't. It costs too much to turn it in for 11 days. You can actually turn in your coat for a service.
Oh.
I think it's like 30,000 won, which is like $25. But we decided, oh, let's just ship the heavy clothes back to our house. And it was only like 12,000 won.
Wait, why? Because when you come back, you still need those clothes.
But we were going to go. We already have like a taxi cab driver that we know well. So we always have him pick us straight up at the airport and then drop us right next to our house.
I see.
So we're like, we don't want to carry all that heavy stuff. So we turn in our coats and everything. We get into Vietnam. It's nice. It's like 70 degrees. However, we fly into Vietnam. And I guess the air quality, the time that I was in Hanoi last time was like really good. Maybe out of the ordinary. So I just assumed it was like that. But we fly in and it's hazy. And immediately I start thinking of you. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, is this what Hannah deals with? So, okay, in Korea, there are times that it can get pretty bad on the AQI. So, for example, if it's like over 100 in Korea, 124, 150, it's a bad day in Korea. So we're like, oh, gotta wear a mask. It's hazy. It's polluted. We fly in and it's over 200 plus AQI on the day that we fly in. And I'm like, oh, wow, you can feel it. It's just like you can feel it when you breathe. So anyway, we get to our Airbnb and we get to there at nighttime and we go up the stairs. It's like this, the thing about a lot of the Airbnbs in Vietnam is that it's kind of like an arbitrary hodgepodge of buildings put together.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it's not really like modernly built. So we get to this place and we're like climbing these stairs. It's like you're climbing a lighthouse. It's like this brick stairs that's like a lighthouse where you're just winding. And we get to the third floor. And I guess that when we go in, there's 2 floors to this. The third floor and the fourth floor is what we have. It is spacious because my wife wanted extra space for her to be able to do her work while have a special space for that. But we walk in and it's a little bit dated and old and very loud. Like the neighborhood is really loud and we're right off the street. It's a great location. It's in the old quarter of Hanoi. But I walked in, I'm like, this is probably the worst Airbnb I've been to. But, I mean, it's still whatever. Like, we get there, it's fine. We figure it out. We're enjoying the first couple days. And then the third day, the temperature plummets to 50-degree high.
No. Why? Just naturally or something happened?
I don't know. It just got extra cold. So.
Oh, no.
So I, for some reason, get sick again. And I get sick bad. I'm like having body aches. Like even if a shirt touches my skin, it like hurts. And like I'm weak sauce. Like I got sick right prior to Christmas and now I'm sick again. And
was it the flu?
I don't know what it was, but it lasted a while. And then on top of that, it's air quality is bad. They had a couple of like of the air filters, but they're like chintzy like things. They're not that great. And I am freezing. And then for 2 days at the Airbnb, the hot water's not working. And it's already cold. I'm sick and I'm taking cold showers and I'm just like miserable. If I'm like I don't know, I must be high maintenance because I don't like being cold. And not only do I not like being cold, but when I'm sick, I really don't like being cold. So it was just a bad combo.
Nobody likes being cold. Nobody likes cold showers.
Well, some people take cold showers. Anyway, so I'm kind of having a miserable time and I'm sick. And then we're getting ready to leave the Airbnb, but the air quality is just so bad. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I can't wait to get out of this place where I'm taking cold showers. So we go to another place where... I don't know. We go to this place where we stay there. I forgot if it was 1 night or 2 nights, but it's like we had to take a 2.5 hour bus there. Oh, okay. And like it's a place where a lot of tourists go, but like these people will take you on not a kayak, but like a boat that you can row, like a rowboat, where you can sit 2 people, but then the person rowing is using their feet. It's really it's kind of cool. It's like a touristy thing, but they like take you down a river underneath some It's like a boat ride under some caves where you're in a cave thing. And it's really pretty, but the air quality is still really bad.
Oh.
And then I'm still sick. I'm still not feeling well, but we're getting through it. And then
God.
so we go to like a 1-night cruise, and we do that. But I'm still not feeling well. I'm still kind of sick. But I forgot my sleep medicine. I didn't bring enough sleep medicine for the whole trip. I miscalculated, and I knew one of the nights I would have to not take my sleep medicine. So I decided to do it on the cruise. But the cruise, the air ventilation was not great, and the air quality was really bad. So I'm not sleeping. So I'm like coughing like every like minute, the whole night.
Yeah.
It's horrible. So we had another Airbnb. We went back to Hanoi for 4 nights, and I'm like, and the pictures looked a lot better than the first one. And I'm already like coughing like crazy. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness we're going to this Airbnb. It looks so much better. It can't get any worse. Like the worst is over. Okay, we get to this Airbnb.
Oh no.
And I'm telling you, it made the worst Airbnb experience I've ever experienced like a castle. It was like amazing. We get to this Airbnb. We walk down this alley. We get to the Airbnb, and you know, like Airbnbs have doors. Like every house has a door.
Yeah.
This is like a sliding metallic, like metal door,
no.
and it's like one of those doors. If you kick it, it'll bend. Right?
Oh,
so we
very
open
flimsy.
this crickety crackety door, and we walk in, and I am telling you, I was like, wait, did we get punked or something? This is not like the pictures, right? And we walk in, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so, you know how like doors have cracks in them sometimes?
Yeah.
You know, like the bottom of the door, it's like there's like a gap this big. And like,
so all the air's coming in.
yeah, and like the windows aren't like, there's like cracks between the windows, and like you're basically living outside. And like there was this, so then we go up to this, there's like 3 small rooms, but on each on a different floor, right? It's like a hodgepodge of arbitrary like rooms. So we get to the second floor, we get to the third floor. When we get to the third floor where we're gonna sleep, the little like hallway, really small, to the third floor, to the third bedroom, it reeks. It's like because it's like it's in this neighborhood where the windows are not like, obviously there's nothing like sealed completely, and we were getting, I think, the neighborhood trash down below smell into it, and it smelled so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so bad. So and so it's really cold that day still. So it's probably like 50 degrees in the house. So I tell Hyojin, like, did they say they have heat? She's like, yes, they have heat. Well, nothing was working. The 2 air conditioner units on both floors, the top floor wasn't even working. So we had to call the Airbnb host, and they're like, oh, well, I think there's a switch that you need to use. They didn't seem very familiar with it. And then finally they said, oh, we're going to send someone over to try to fix it. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, the second floor bedroom where Hyojin was going to work, that didn't even have an option for heat. I'm like, you said that you have heat here. It's like, oh, I'll bring a second unit, like a space heater for her. So eventually we get the upstairs working. The heat's coming out, but not great.
Wait, can I pause you 1 second?
Yeah.
Why didn't you guys just go to a hotel?
Okay, so I got the third. I'll explain. So the third floor, we finally got the heat to work a little bit.
Okay.
Mind you, I had not slept that night before.
Yeah.
So I am going on. Yeah, I'm sick, and I had not slept the night before. So I am not like 100. And finally, after we got the heat working, I'm like, I'm so cold. Let's go to our favorite pho place that we found, and let's go eat pho to warm up. I'm dying. So we go eat pho. We come back, and my wife was like, let's just ask if we can get 50% off, and we'll leave this place, and we'll go to another Airbnb. But I had already started unpacking before we went to pho, and I'm exhausted. And I'm like,
no, Adam, you should have done it.
Yeah, and I'm like, listen, babe, I'm so tired right now. And I'm so like, let's just take a shower and go to sleep. He's going to bring the space heater soon and we'll just deal with it. And I'm feeling bad because like, this is her way of life. This is her living. And I don't want to like do them dirty just because like it wasn't what I expected. It's probably something that he's proud of. I don't know. So I just feel bad.
I don't know.
I just felt bad. So I'm just like not thinking clearly. And she had already typed up the whole thing to press send to say, can we get 50% off? This wasn't what we expected.
Yeah.
And she was just going to say like, we'll pay half of it and just go somewhere else. And I said, no, babe, don't press it. Don't send it to him. We'll just stay here. Cause I don't want to cause trouble. So we go down to the second floor. She starts taking a shower and I'm like standing there and all of a sudden the door opens in the bottom floor. Someone comes in and I hear like rattling around and then I hear the door close. And now mind you, you can hear everything in your neighborhood. So I'm like, was someone actually here? Cause like before that happened, we would hear noises and think someone's in the house. But cause like, but then
it's so close.
Yeah. I went downstairs and I'm like, was that the landlord that just dropped off the space heater? So I went down to see if the space heater's there, thinking that's what happened. There's no space heater. So I went up and I said, someone just came into the Airbnb and it wasn't the landlord because the space heater's not here. So my wife like texts the Airbnb host on the Airbnb chat message thing. She's like, yeah, someone just came in. And then the Airbnb host goes, oh yeah, that was my laundry person. They had to go and pick up some laundry. And I'm like, wait, what?
That's not okay.
Yeah, I was like, what? I'm like, so he just has carte blanche to walk into the Airbnb anytime he wants. What if we were like in a weird compromising position? Who knows what would happen, right? They didn't even knock to let us know like, hey, we're the laundry person. Can we come in and grab this laundry? They didn't even knock. They just walked in and walked out. And I'm like, I'm feeling a little creeped out. I'm like, Hyojin,
of course.
I feel like this might be breaking the rules or something. This doesn't seem right. So she goes on to Airbnb, like frequently asked questions or whatever. She goes to Google Gemini or ChatGPT or whatever. And they're like, that's not right. It's against policy completely. So then she contacts Airbnb and they're like, that's completely a breach of contract. And we're like, oh, really? So I'm thinking, okay, oh, thank goodness. We saw another Airbnb that was comparable in price that seemed like a lot better. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. This is like our way out. Like we can get to it. Like we can, it's still like at this time it's like 7 p.m. And like, we can at least go there, be in a much better place possibly. And Airbnb will set us up over there. And they're talking. And Hyojin has him on speakerphone and they're like, actually, we're going to send you to a hotel. And I'm like, no, not a hotel. In my mind, I'm thinking, I don't want to go to a hotel. We have 4 days of not being able to do laundry. And I patched so that we didn't have to we'd have to do laundry at the Airbnbs. I didn't have enough stuff. I'm like, I don't want to go to a hotel. They don't have a laundry unit. And they're like, we'll give you $325 for the hotel. And we have 4 nights, 3 nights and 4 days. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty generous. $100 per night. That'll get you really far in Vietnam. Because it's $100 is a lot.
Yeah.
And then as the conversation goes on, we realize the way they're talking, it sounds like they mean daily.
Oh,
so Hyojin's like clarifies at the end. She's like, wait, so is this $325 for the whole 3 nights or is this daily? And they're like, oh, it's daily. And we're looking at each other. Take it. Yeah, we're looking at each other like, what? And then she's like, can I get this in writing? Like, yes, if we're going to send you everything. So we look at each other like, oh my gosh, you know what $325 will do per night in Vietnam?
You could be in like a luxury resort.
Yeah. So we vacate the place. We go to a coffee shop and we start looking at all the different places, right? And a lot of the nice hotels are like 150, 200. And we're like, oh, these look nice, but we can even do better, right? So we're looking at like 5-star hotels, and we find one, and we have American Express Platinum, so it was one of the hotels that American Express Platinum works with.
Oh, nice,
So then
nice.
they were able to give us additional credit, all these different things. So we went with this hotel, and then on top of that, Airbnb is just giving us $325 a night. So they're paying for the whole thing, and they're reimbursing us for the Airbnb.
Nice, nice.
So we're not paying anything for this. So we went from the worst Airbnb I'd ever experienced, no sleep, super cold. I'm like dying from the pollution. I would have lived in pollution for like 4 nights. And all of a sudden we're finding ourselves in a 5-star hotel. So we get to this hotel, and we hadn't, the stipend that they gave us carte blanche to the executive suite.
Ooh.
So you walk in, it's like an apartment. There's a full-size kitchen, a full-size living room, and on the right side there is a bedroom suite, and the left side there's a master bedroom suite.
Nice.
So there's like two full-size bathrooms. The whole thing is like decked out, and then they give you lounge privilege, so you can go and get a free breakfast, you can get free afternoon tea, and then free dinner.
Nice.
They have like a full-size swimming pool, sauna, hot tub, workout facility. And I had told my wife, let's just stay here for 4 nights. I don't want to create trouble. I'll just die for the next 4 nights in freezing cold weather. And my lungs are like dying from the 200 plus AQI. And in a couple hours, we're like at a 5-star hotel. I was like, I cannot believe this.
You know what's so funny is this always happens to you and Hyojin. This has like never happened to me in my entire life. I've never had an Airbnb that felt unsafe or like weird things happen, or I got catfished that intensely. And like you have that story about you had like this, your flight got canceled at some airports, and you got these like $500 vouchers to make up for your delay. Like that has never happened to me. Like my delays are maybe like an hour or 2. I've never had major delays, but maybe it's because you guys travel more than I do. I don't know. You have all these crazy nice.
Oh my gosh!
It started horrible but ends amazing kind of.
It was literally the worst sleeping situation I'd ever experienced. I mean, it was the worst. Wow. And we went from the worst, and me accepting it. I literally told my wife, let's just not even ask. I don't want to create trouble. This is his way of life. This is his living. And when I let that go, God was like, okay, I'll give you the next one.
That's too funny. So did you actually get to enjoy it, or were you still too sick?
Gosh. Yeah. Finally, because I was in a place that had air filtration and it was a 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
I coughed way less. And by the second day, I wasn't even coughing at all.
Yeah.
So we just stayed at the hotel the whole time.
That's good.
Oh, we went to a Lotte mall that was built 3 years ago. And we were only like 15 minutes away from it. And it was like it was like Korea. It was like basically a Korean mall in Korea. I mean, in Hanoi. But yeah, we stayed there, and the food was 5-star food. Like they served pho every morning. They had like a menu that you could choose from, like, and you could like get as many. If you wanted 3 orders of pancakes or 3 orders of eggs, they would just bring it out at your request. They had
nice.
You know, Vietnam is like the second biggest bean processor for coffee. So they had amazing coffee that was free. I drank like 5 cups a day.
No, that's so not
I know.
Good.
And
You're so
I
funny.
ate like a king.
Oh,
it was crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. We went from rags to riches. And it's so funny because like I felt like God was like paying it back to me in some way, because right before we went to the Airbnb, the big tour bus was dropping everyone off at their respective hotels. And we're at our stop, there was this some girl from Europe or something, but she was speaking English to the Vietnamese tour guide, and she started bawling up front, and we heard her. We're like 4 seats back, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I just realized I left my my purse at the near the
hotel.
Yeah, it was somewhere where they had picked her up earlier. Like all my cash, my passport, everything's gone.
Oh no!
And she's just bawling and crying, and
okay.
She's just hysterical, and she's by herself. She's solo traveling, and she's young. She's probably like in her late 20s. And I looked at my wife.
Late 20s? Why is that young?
I'm old.
Adam, a woman in her late 20s should not be bawling and freaking out. Like
anyway, I'm like, my heart is going out to her. I'm thinking like, what if this was Hyojin? What if this was a girl that I knew? Like, we got to help her.
Hyojin is so resourceful. She would not be doing that. Okay, continue.
So I gave her like the equivalent of $20 in cash, because it would be enough for her to get a taxi to the place to find her purse and even eat or whatever. I just gave it to her. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's like down and out. I'm going to give her like basically $20, which goes far in Vietnam. So we gave her a lot of money, and then I said, oh, let's support the local Airbnb host. Let's not cancel on him. And like, even though I'm super tired, I'm like trying to be the best person. And then I was like, okay, I'll just suffer for 4 days. And then God was literally like, all right, Adam, I'm going to pay it forward to you. And he literally just gave us this 5-star hotel. We would never spend $1,000. Basically, it was $1,000 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
This hotel, we would never spend $1,000 for 3 nights anywhere. That's absurd. It's honestly absurd. Even like the cruises that we go on, they're nowhere at $320 or whatever a night. That would be an insane cruise to go on. So we're like, we'll never do this again, ever in our life. But for 3 nights and 4 days, we got treated like kings and queens. It was crazy. It was so insane. I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, and because I was so sick that whole time, and dealing with bad pollution, dealing with Airbnbs and places that just were so bad. It was like, this was a way to end it. It was crazy.
But you know this is why life is relative. In Delhi, a good day is 200.
Yes, that's the thing. I told Hyojin, because we were experiencing all this bad air quality. My lungs were crazy, bad. Yeah. I even wore a mask, and it didn't matter. I went out just for a half an hour after we were at the hotel. My lungs were clearing up. I put on a mask. I went out for a half an hour to go get to just walk in the neighborhood for just a half hour. Came back and I had my mask on, and we're talking the nice masks from Korea, like the whatever rated mask. I started coughing after I got back, even with the mask on.
So what I've learned is once you start coughing, the only way to stop it is by like cleaning your nasal passageway.
Oh, that's right.
Not wearing a mask, being next to the air purifier won't do anything if all the particles are already in your nose. So you have to do the whole those neti pots.
Neti pot thing, yeah.
Yeah, you cleanse out your nose.
You mentioned that. That's right. I totally forgot that. You did that.
Or like my friends here, they say like you just put really hot water in a bowl and you like put a towel over your head and you just steam.
Oh.
And that also does like a similar cleansing thing. Yeah. So because like once you start coughing, it will not go away. No matter how much hot water you drink, no matter like taking a hot shower and trying to clean it off, it will not help until you like cleanse your nostrils.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I forgot that you did the natty pot. But even that idea of the bowl would have been a good idea. But yeah, I was dying. I was kept on thinking, we were mentioning you throughout the trip. I was like, Hannah.
How does Hannah deal with it?
That girl's got to get out of India, man. That's crazy. Obviously, people get used to it. And it's a way of life, and they find life hacks and stuff. But I'm just like, oh my gosh.
No, it's because if like even with the mask, when I blow my nose after a really bad day, it's black. So the mask can only do so much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my voice is all jacked up, like after being sick, and then like I'm gonna be leading praise this Sunday. I had original key of B. I'm moving things down to key of A. A full note because I can't hit anything.
That's not bad. I thought you were gonna bring it all the way down to a G. I'd be like, oh.
Well, bringing it to key of A is like.
That's just one step.
Yeah, but still, it's not even a half step. I wanted to sing B flat, but I couldn't even do B flat last night. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even do B flat. So my voice is all messed up. But
wow, so you're like you're hitting the ground running. Like you came back a day ago, unpacked, and then you're filming this with me. Then you're doing you're leading worship tomorrow. Wow, Adam, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't you think you should give yourself a little more space and time? You're operating at top speed.
When we flew back, we did a red eye flight too. So when we do red eye flights, I don't take my sleeping medicine. So in order for me to go to sleep last night, I just didn't sleep again. So I was up for like 30 plus hours again.
Oh my gosh.
So
don't do that, Adam.
Yeah,
don't
but
do
now my body's back to its normal regiment.
And then isn't there another trip that you guys are going on in February?
Eh? I hope not.
Why did I think you were going on another trip? Okay, well,
I don't know.
We'll see.
But
we'll see what Pigeon says.
But thankfully, all that. What's that saying? All that ends well, or what is that saying? Anyway,
I don't know.
At the end of the day, it turned out well. But
wait, did you film anything for traveling on?
I didn't, but I did take videos and pictures of stuff. So when I was in the past, our listeners will have already seen it. I'm going to put some B-roll while I'm talking about it of the places.
Okay.
But it was So I'll throw in B-roll of all that. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. I told my wife we'll never experience a $325 hotel again. And we were talking about like why does Airbnb? Why are they so generous? But we realized, you know what? If this happened in New York, a $300 credit for a hotel would give you like a standard motel room. Yeah. And because Airbnb is an American company, they just do it across the board. Because what if you're in London? What if you're in New York? They're not gonna like try to figure out all the differences. And I'm sure this does not happen often. Where like someone will literally just come into your Airbnb without permission. That's just like, it's got to be not even 1%. It's got to be like way low. So I'm sure they do that too so that they don't get sued by the people that are staying at the Airbnb. like, oh, we'll give you 300,
Yeah.
But, and this place also offered 2 garments of laundry free per night. And then they also had a washer and dryer unit in the suite.
Sweet. Wow.
So I was able to wash our clothes. It was so nice.
Nice.
So
nice.
crazy.
Adam, I'm glad the trip ended on a high note.
Seriously.
It would be worse if you started with the nice hotel and you ended with a horrible place.
Well, as I gave up and I'm like, let's just stay here for 4 nights. Hyojin, before this happened, the hotel, the situation, she was already thinking to herself, like, I'm going to cancel this Airbnb anyway, and we're just going to fly back to Korea because Adam is like dying from the pollution.
Oh, yeah.
But fortunately, that didn't happen. But,
wow. That's crazy. What a story.
So I'll mention something related to TCK, since this is a TCK podcast. So I don't know. It's just weird. Maybe I've mentioned this before, but when I see Koreans overseas, like when I travel, I don't know about you, but I feel like, oh, it's so nice to be around Koreans. Like there's like this like weird camaraderie. Like even though I don't speak the language, it's just being around Koreans. I feel like almost like there's like a sense of safety, a sense of like peace that I don't know. It's weird. Is it weird?
You're too funny.
Do you feel that way?
I do not feel that way. I think that's what is your generation?
Gen X.
I think that's a Gen X thing.
Really?
Yeah. Because for my generation, that's very common.
Oh, yeah.
Like bumping into Koreans everywhere is very, very common.
Okay.
And the trend right now for what's the generation after me? Gen Zs?
Gen Z and then
Gen
Gen A.
Zs?
Yeah.
So Gen Zs who are now 26-year-olds making a lot of money and traveling, they intentionally avoid places where a lot of Korean tourists will go.
Oh.
So like those package tours, like they don't want to do that anymore because it's overrated and they're trying to do more like quote unquote local things. So I think it's a your generation thing.
Oh, well, granted, we did see tour groups of Koreans. And I think they do that because they don't speak English and they need a tour guide if they're going to travel overseas.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that, but it's just like running into Koreans or seeing them. There's just like a sense of like, I don't know. It's like a sense of home in a way. It's like, it's cool to see other Koreans.
You're so funny.
But then again, Vietnam, there's a lot of Koreans that go to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's close enough that Korea, and then it's affordable, right? So they get to have a nice trip.
If native Koreans go to America, sticker shock, I'm sure, for them. Yeah. So to go to like some of the Southeast Asian countries is probably, this is a vacation. It's cheaper for us.
Yeah.
So that's true. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah.
Wow.
It was quite a trip. I mean, it was definitely first world problems. Even in my sickness and going to the 2 worst Airbnbs that I've ever experienced in my life, it was still first world problem. So
is it though? Like having gaps in your windows and your doors? I don't know if that's a first world problem.
Like trash on the 3rd floor.
I know. I think most people would not want to be in those situations.
Oh man, it's so bad.
Wow. So are you also kind of like, I don't want to travel for a while? You want to stay put for a while?
Yeah, I mean, I like traveling, but speaking of traveling, my moniker is Traveling On. Yeah. I was like jokingly telling my wife after the hotel experience, I'm going to have to call my channel Tourist On. I think I'm getting too old for traveling. Like you know how they delineate: are you a traveler or are you a tourist? Because travelers will go to the local spots. Tourists will only go to the nice ones. And I'm like, oh no, I think I'm becoming a tourist in my old life.
We're all tourists. We can't, as much as we want it to be, we can't ever be locals. So
yeah, that's true.
So we just gotta accept our fate. Wow, because like you were in the States for like a month. October, right? October, and then a little bit of November. Then you came back, and then Christmas season is just hectic. Especially if you like are serving and things like that, just hectic. And then you went on this trip. So you've also, in the same amount of like the 3 months that I was going crazy, you also had a lot going on.
Yeah, because wasn't one of our more recent remote was when I was in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your childhood bedroom.
Yeah. Well, my brother's childhood bedroom.
Oh, your brother's
that I was in.
Yeah, I remember.
But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's you know what? It's nice to be back in Korea. Every time I leave it, I appreciate it more. So I was curious about you. Like after your first visit being in India, back in Korea, we didn't really have a chance to talk when you were in Korea for Christmas. But what was your emotion? Like, how did you feel? Was it like just familiar to you, or was there like a certain sense of like, oh, this is so nice to be back? What were your thoughts on that?
That's a great question. I think it was very disorienting to me because nothing had changed in Korea in those 6 months, but I had changed so much. So it felt very disorienting. But also ARC, I left knowing 2/3 of the congregation, and I came back and I felt like I only knew a fifth.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of change too. And it just felt like, life moves on. Life moves on, and my life has also moved on. And I actually was missing Delhi. I wanted to come back. I wanted to go to my regular Bible studies, just like my regular rhythms. And then living with parents it's not my place, so I can't do things the way I want it to be. I can't, So it was a nice break, but it didn't feel like I was coming home.
Okay.
It just felt like I was on a trip that was very familiar.
Okay. That's fair. That makes sense though, because it's not like because in that short period of time, you've experienced so much in India.
Yeah.
So, and then when you come back, even though it's been a short period of time, even your church changed a lot too. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it'll change as you get older. I mean, your parents came back to Korea after traveling for all those years.
Yeah, and they fit right back in.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think for me, I will always be in this weird limbo of being half something else. And that's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. A true sojourner.
But man, Adam, India, okay, maybe not India. India's too big. Delhi has really grown on me. And when I was back in Korea and people were just asking me like, what's India like? What's Delhi like? I think that was the most shocking thing, even for myself, how much I have fallen in love with the city and like the people here. And obviously there are issues, right? There are poverty issues. There's like gender discrimination issues. There's pollution. Pollution is horrible. But then there's also ways or people that sort of balance out the bads. There's like a lot of things that I can only experience here in India. And I'm really thankful. I'm really thankful for this. And it's just crazy that in April, when I first got this job offer, I was like, I'm not going to India. Like, what does India have to do with me? I have no connections there. I don't know anything about it. I've never desired to live there. And yet here I am being like, I think I made a good decision in coming here. And I came in blind, not knowing or anticipating anything. And it's actually been a very rewarding and filling experience. So that was cool. That was cool to kind of realize that in Korea.
So I have a pseudo question. Follow up on that.
Yeah.
Do you think that how to word this? You were mentioning about even though obviously you had a pretty tumultuous experience in India before you went back to Korea during the Christmas break, but do you think that your affinity towards India and like the community-based feelings that you have in the community that you found, do you think that maybe all of that is amplified a bit because of the fact that India is a developing nation and the fact that there is like the deterrent of pollution being such a major factor for people that live in India? Do you feel like maybe that's why the sense of community is even stronger because it's a developing nation and because of the pollution? There's like a sense of relying on each other more than in like first world countries where it's more independent. Do you feel like that's why you gravitate towards that?
I see. So yes to the developing part and no to the pollution. So the only people who freak out about the pollution are newbies. People who have lived here, they don't care. Or they care, but it does not affect them. They're not thinking about the pollution.
So it doesn't deter them from their activities.
Yeah, and it doesn't bring them closer.
Well, like for example, when your church in India decides to do something, it generally isn't going to be an outdoor activity.
It can be. It's more of the temperature. It's not the AQI. It's like, oh, today is 22 degrees Celsius. Shall we do a picnic? and it could be 300, but you can still do the picnic.
Really?
Same with my school. Yeah, same with my school. During Christmas, it was 19 degrees Celsius outside, very warm. But the AQI was 300 something. And still the end of the year festivities happened outside.
Okay,
no one's wearing a mask.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, no one's wearing a mask. I was the only one wearing a mask. And then after a while, I was like, this is awkward. I'm just going to put off my mask. Yeah, so if you live here long enough, you operate more on the temperatures than you do about the AQI.
Oh.
Even the kids, they would happily play soccer outside with an AQI of 350. It's just that the school will not let them. So it has to fall under 250 or 200 for them to be outside. We call it a yellow day.
And that's
but like you said, Adam, like no one in Korea would be playing soccer outside on a 200 AQI.
Yeah.
It has to be under 100 for anyone to go outside. But here the kids are like, oh my gosh, it's 200. It's a yellow day. Let's go out. So it's just
crazy.
Different. Very different.
Okay.
Yeah. But for the developing country aspect, yes, I think there definitely is a greater desire to help people out. So, for example, like I had some medical needs, and a student in the primary school has the same condition that I have. So I had some questions. So I don't even teach this kid. I'm probably not going to teach this kid for a while because he's so young. And yet their parents were like, to the nurse, they're like, give this teacher our number. We will do everything we can to help her out and like get settled in India. So it's like things like that. Like I have nothing to offer them. And yet just because I'm affiliated to the school and we're one community, like these parents are so happy to help me out. Like my church people too, like what's different is they are genuinely curious about Korean culture. Like they really want to know things, because the things that they ask me are the same things people in Boston ask me, but I felt very offended when Bostonians would ask me like, what did you pack for lunch today? Because it felt less like I'm really curious and more like you need to satisfy my curiosity. Like I'm not curious about you as a person, but I just want to know. Whereas in India or in Delhi, I just feel like people really, really want to know you. They're just curious. They're always curious about what you're doing. And sometimes it can feel suffocating. Like if I take a sick day, everyone's like, why were you gone? Just like, oh, this would never happen in Boston. Nobody would care.
Sure.
So there are those kinds of things, or, but I think it is part of the fact that it's not as individualistic yet. So even in such a big city as Delhi, people are still trying to help each other. And what's nice is like, there's just people watch out for each other. And obviously there are also moments when it's not. So for example, if I'm trying to board a metro, people are pushing me. Like it's the same. Like that's not where I'm seeing the compassion. But let's say like there are these men who like go around on bikes to announce like, oh, like I can help fix this, or I'm selling this, and they're just like going around. And if there's like a hill area and it's hard to, take the bike up, a random person will come and just help push them up the hill. Even though they have no relation to each other, they're not going to use this man's services. They're just like, let me just help this man out. Or let's say like someone's trying to load stuff up, people will come and be like, do you need help? And they'll just like help. So things like that, I think I really appreciate. It just people feel much warmer.
Okay.
Yeah. But also, Adam, I'm starting to realize Boston is its own thing too. Because I have a friend who's from Northern Virginia, And she has not experienced the kind of coldness that I've experienced in Boston. So even within the States, I think there's a lot of discrepancies.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just a question that I thought of.
Yeah, it's a great question.
Well, this was nice. This was fun. Yeah, it was nice to get updates on both of our lives.
I know.
And yeah, we'll have to think of some interesting, fun topics to discuss on the Lost and Local podcast.
Yeah, and we have some really cool guests coming up.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe just done with me for now.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could be there, but this situation is hard with multiple people.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, Hannah, it was awesome talking with you. And thank you everyone for sticking around if you've gotten this far. In the meantime, it's great to do 2 podcasts in a row now. And we look forward to seeing you all hopefully next week. In the meantime, you all, God bless and take care of yourselves. Peace.
Bye.